Welcome to the first episode of the Oops, We Started a podcast, the unofficial official podcast of the Egg Squad YouTube channel.
We are your hosts.
My name is Zach Shapiro. You can find me on Instagram at zach.shapiro.
I am Nabil Warsley. You can find me on Instagram at nabwars.
I'm Isaac Renicki, and don't follow me.
You might have already heard our pilot episode, but we're not even going to mention that because that's a bad episode.
We've buried it far and deep.
Deep into the ocean.
It's just a disgrace.
So we've decided to start a podcast because we find nothing more exciting than talking about ourselves for hours on end. And so we thought, what better way to show our arrogance and our ego than to make other people listen to it?
If other people listen to it.
Oh, they will.
They will. We're going to force people to listen.
Oh,
We're
they
going to
will.
go out
This
on the
is-
street.
This is going to be a historic
Unless
podcast.
this is pilot number 2, and we're just going to bury it again and then start another episode 1.
Every episode becomes a pilot until we finally find one that sticks. See, the problem that we're now going to have is we've already recorded one whole episode, and I'm worried that all of our jokes are going to be the same.
No, let it flow naturally, you know? Like, you can't just rush, or you can't force anything upon.
We seem to have
Our
finally
style.
figured out how to make mics not echo. So
It
that's
took
a
us
step in
about
the right direction.
30 minutes to set this whole...
God, there's frustration. I
Sick
thought Isaac
setup.
was about to strangle me.
I was about to.
He's just a sad, burnt boy.
Yeah, I'm pretty burnt right now.
Isaac looks like a lobster. I wish you could see.
I've been burnt worse before, I think.
Yeah, but the fact that the first thing I asked when I saw you in my car today was, "Did you eat Cheetos?" And you said, "Nope, it's just how dry my skin is." That should be a red flag.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So,
Okay, so... we are just graduated high school.
it's actually
We're
been a week now.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's been more than a week.
Almost.
It's almost been a week. We are currently
Really?
recording on the 5th of July. 5th of July, that's Independence Day. Oh, no, that's wrong.
That's a good
It's a
movie.
crappy episode now. Right
Oops,
now.
that's wrong. Anyway, guys, welcome back. This is the 5th of July, 2018, for historians listening.
Has it been a week since we graduated?
Not
We graduated
even yet.
on
No, not
Friday.
yet. We graduated last Friday, which
Tomorrow.
is the 29th.
Yeah.
Correct.
It'd be a week tomorrow.
It'll be a week tomorrow.
Wow.
So, it's been an exciting time living our lives as now
Graduates.
I'm an adult man. I applied for a credit card today.
Isaac, do you want to tell us the story? Tell us how this happened today. Tell us what you're
Credit
doing.
card?
Yeah, tell us how it went.
Well, big news. I got an envelope that said Mr. Isaac Renicki. And they treated me like an adult, and I was like,
Wow.
Wow.
wow. I'm
And they
an
said,
adult.
"Sir."
They said, sir, and they kissed me on my hand.
They kissed my toe.
They bent down and kneeled before me and said, Mr. Isaac Renicki, please open a savings account at our bank. I said, yes, I will.
I can't believe that it's been 18 and a half years.
I just use a checking account. You put all my money in a checking account.
I know, but I find that fascinating. I
Yeah,
guess
I
it
know.
takes self-control, eh?
Open a savings account?
No, to not have a savings account.
Yeah. I have lots of self-control.
That's
People
insane.
people who know me say Isaac has lots of self-control.
They say, Isaac Renicki? Oh, yeah, that guy has lots of self-control.
He is the definition of self-control. You find him in the dictionary. It says Isaac Renicki.
That's a funny joke, Nabil. And this is why we have you on this podcast.
Zingers like that. Wait.
Well, you didn't tell us the story.
Yeah, so this is my third attempt going to the bank to open a savings
Third?
account, and the third
Third?
attempt to work. Yes, the third.
When was the first? I
God,
thought
my
this was just the
shoulders hurt.
second.
The first one was when, like, the guy just said, I can't do it today, family emergency, right?
Well,
Yeah,
the
the second.
The
That was the
first
second.
one, I forget what happened during the first one, but I went. I don't even know. I just remember going.
It's just a dream to you now. It's an illusion.
That was a long time ago. For some reason, it didn't work or something. Oh, it's because I didn't make an appointment. That's why. So I just walked in and be like, "Can I just open a savings account?" And they're like, "Sorry, you have to make an appointment, and we're only free like next week." So I'm like, "Okay," because this guy has to be in. So then I made an appointment.
He is chief of savings accounts?
Oh,
That's
he's
his-
BM. He's the head chief of my bank. The CEO in chief and staff.
and he works at our little branch. in the
Little
suburbs.
branch. Yeah, so then I was like, oh, my bad. So then I went home and made an appointment. And then at 1:30 next week on a Thursday, I waddled on into that bank.
Sunburnt as all hell, I assume.
Yeah, well, I wasn't that sunburned by that point, but it was coming. It was coming along. And then I walked in, and the girl was like, sorry, Mr. Langley had to respond
Was that his real name?
No, I just
Okay,
made it.
thank God.
Mr. Whatever had to respond to a family emergency.
Lots of family emergencies recently. Eh? Happened to me too.
Your cat is dying? Is that the family emergency?
I mean, I didn't really want you to bring that up.
My bad.
I had a job interview, and the person who was calling
Oh,
me for the job
yeah,
interview was
that's
like,
true.
"Yeah, no, the other manager is in a family emergency." So I think that the heads of these businesses around town are just getting swooped up.
Maybe they're the same family.
Maybe.
That's a very big possibility.
I highly doubt that.
That is a big
So
possibility.
on the topic of banks, I was talking with one of my coworkers just yesterday. Actually, I was talking about how annoying banks are.
I'm in a love-hate relationship with my bank.
Okay, do you want to explain why you're in a love-hate relationship with your bank?
Can I say the name of my bank?
Well, yeah, it's one of the big 5 banks of Canada. So there's a 1 in 5 shot that anyone listening to this is going to say, "Yep, he's one of these."
The Bank of Montreal is the worst bank. No, just kidding. No,
Good, that's a funny joke.
after I opened my savings account, I was like, okay, they're pretty good because I met the guy, the chief and staff of the CEOs, and he was pretty nice, or she. Gender's pretty fluid these days. So
Well, I'll beep that out. I'll edit that out.
so yeah, he was pretty nice. So now I'm like, okay, but like when they kept postponing my freaking appointment, I'm like, just let me open a damn savings account. You know what I mean? And I got really upset.
I see.
I was red in the face because of my sunburn.
Not because of anger.
Not because of anger, just
Okay,
because I was
okay.
burnt. And yeah, so now I'm kind of like indifferent.
So do you feel, are you going to switch a bank? Switch to
No,
another bank branch?
that's even more of a hassle. I feel like all banks are just evil. What bank are you with?
I'm with CIBC.
Is it a good bank, a bad bank, an evil bank, a good bank?
I don't know. I've had only good experiences. Like,
Wow,
Oh, my
only
boy.
good experiences.
Only
God,
good
that's an
experiences.
endorsement. They're going to print that on their front page. Only good experience.
CIBC
From your
please
very own-
sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, we're sponsored by
We're sponsored by a bank.
CIBC
Imagine.
on our first episode.
What would that entail? A sponsor by a bank?
We would all
they just give you money?
No, we would all have to get credit cards of CIBC. We would
Yeah,
have
but
to
like, what positive does that add to our life? Like, these people that do Audible, they get a free audiobook.
Just give you
we
free
would
money.
give out free
Harry's razors, they
credit
get a
cards.
discount on their razors for the first time. We just get, oh yeah, here's a tax-free savings account.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Here's
get,
an offshore.
use the promo code. Oops.
Here's an offshore account in
Here's an
Panama.
offshore account in Panama.
No taxes.
Tax-free. So yeah, I was discussing with my coworker about banks, and how being a bank teller must be quite the gig.
Is bank teller like the chief and staff? Like, what is a bank
A
teller?
bank teller?
that's
Those are the people that you talk to when you walked in and said, "Hey, I'd like to start."
Oh,
a
the people at
savings
the
account."
desk.
The
Yeah.
people who sit at the front desk.
Oh, okay.
Because they make decent money, I assume.
They look so sad.
I know, but like, think about this. I feel like they make a good amount of money.
Yeah.
But then you look at the hours of operations for a bank, and like, they must be living the life. They get weekends off. Their
Well,
bank opens at noon.
Now they're like starting to open on the weekends. Just like
Our bank
Saturday.
does.
Let
bank
me
that we
let,
go
let
to.
me let me put in a little comment here. So where Zach and I live in the same neighborhood in a certain spot, our bank, our local bank, it has very closed hours.
Like
they're
really,
all-
I would say a pain in the ass.
yeah,
hours.
pain in the ass hours from like 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays.
Yeah, no one is.
That's
no
one
one is
thing I never
available that
get.
time.
Yeah.
Even like with like the drive test center or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
Basic like services that people need, they're only open when you're not available.
Yeah.
But then I feel like other banks are open. Like I know some banks are open on weekends.
Yeah.
So I think our bank is just
I
like,
guess it's just we have a rotten apple situation.
yeah.
I'm gonna call back to when Nabil just said about drive tests.
Call back.
I have very exciting news for you guys. Tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. in the morning, I'm taking my G-class driver's license.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, when o'clock in the morning?
Tomorrow at 1 a.m. No, I lied. 1 p.m. And I'm very scared.
G?
G-class license.
Why would
Yeah.
you do that to yourself?
Well,
I don't
so
think
here's the
it's-
story. I am going out of town later this month once with my family, once with a friend, and this entails me, a young boy. Nope, I'm a man now, and I worked hard to prove it. It entails us driving across the American-Canadian border.
Wow, huge commitment.
Huge commitment.
That's huge.
I'm glad I'm a white straight male because they're just gonna let me breeze right past them. And I was doing research, and apparently at the New York border, they don't let people with G2 license drive. So me and the person who were driving across the border went, oh shit. well, one of us have to do this.
You gotta get your G.
So I went on the classic Drive Test Ontario licensing place, what I like to say, spawn of Satan, and every single road test in all of Ontario basically has been booked for July. So I called them every day. I said, hey, I need a driver's license. Hey, I scoured the website every 5 minutes. I refreshed till cancellation popped up, and boom, 2 days later, a cancellation popped up early in the morning. So I have to go take
I thought you said it was 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's early.
Okay, we'll continue.
What?
For me, that's early.
God. You're privileged.
Oops. I work more hours than you.
Wrong.
That's definitely not true anymore. So yeah, I'm worried because apparently a lot of people fail this exact driver's test.
It's pretty long
Well,
too.
Yeah.
What do you have to do? You have to drive on the highway.
Drive on the
you have to
highway,
parallel
emergency
park.
stop, parallel park, uphill park, downhill park, reverse park, emergency stop, parallel park.
Emergency stop talking. Ayo.
That's funny.
But here's
Anyway, that's it for this podcast, guys.
I feel like you could do that easily.
But the thing is, very different to our learner's permit driving test. This one is very serious. Like they test you.
Oh yeah.
And
They're
there's
not
very
lax.
high fail rate. Yeah, exactly. And so what is extremely concerning for me is the fact that if I do fail, which I won't, I'm trying to be positive. I don't think I will. But if I do, what am I supposed to do? Because it's booked for the rest of the month.
Yeah, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
That's true, eh? You're kind of screwed.
Yeah, no, I'm very screwed.
So this is like 100% like all riding on you, like a huge amount of pressure.
Well, the other person I'm going with is also trying to get theirs. But,
oh, okay.
You know.
So, are you pretty good at parallel parking?
I have not practiced parallel parking
You
since
should.
my G2 driver's
You
license
should
test.
practice.
You
about
should
2
do
years
that
ago.
right after
Yeah,
this
after this,
episode.
I'm going to go practice.
What
Do you want to come with me, Isaac? Or are you going to stay and play some
we're gonna
basketball?
go to DQ, right?
Well, yeah, we'll go to DQ and then we'll go drive.
Where that Jurassic chomp blew
Actually,
it
that's
at.
depending on when I have to go. Anyway, that's a different story.
Well, I think you should go home and spend time with your dying cat.
Guys, my cat is dying, and it's truly a sad thing.
He's putting it down tonight.
That's sad.
Listen,
You're listening to this podcast, and this is the last time that you will.
First,
Zach's cat will be alive now when you're listening to this.
no
This
one's
is-
going to listen to
no.
this now.
it'll
My cat
only
is
be
alive for
published-
another 4 hours.
That's true, eh? Well,
No, I don't want PETA coming after me. This cat is literally shitting blood all over the place, and pet care in Canada is expensive. And my family would rather send their children to university than pay for our cat,
I
who
thought-
shits regardless of whether or not we pay for his colon cancer.
I thought you were gonna say Pet Care of Canada was telling you, please put it down. It's in pain. Please.
Well, that's one of the two options. The option is spend an arm and a leg to fix his arm and leg. That's funny. Can we get an applause? Thank you.
It's like-
Spend an arm and a leg for his arm and a leg, or put him down because he's shitting blood.
How old is he?
He's very old. We've had him for a long time. He's lived a
17,
very happy life.
18,
He
19. Give me a
is
number. Give me a number.
12 years old. He's 12 years old.
I don't know how old
I feel
that
like
is.
cats-
I'm gonna Google cat years. Keep
I
talking.
No, I feel like that's young for a cat. I think cats live to like 15, 16, 17-ish.
But that's like going close to that 15 sort of space.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I'm Googling.
Well, I don't even know.
How old are your cats?
My cats are like 6-ish. Loki's hurting. My cat named Loki. He's not doing too well. We have to give him dry pills every night. We have to
Sweet.
pin him down. It takes 3 able-bodied
My
men.
cat is 60 human years old. Continue.
It takes 3 able-bodied, fit young men,
To
1
shove a
pill, and 1
down.
cat to successfully do it. It has about 60% success rate.
Good God.
And the screams you hear from that cat, you would think come from a baby child.
Isaac's cat is scary. He has 2 cats.
It is a psychopath.
He has 2 cats. One named Thor. One named Loki. So that's just for you listeners trying to figure out what race Isaac is. You can tell he is God. He is as white as snow, based on the names of his cats. One of his cats is a loving, lazy beast.
Thor is just a wonderful... He's fat, though. He's obese.
God, that's
He's gonna
fine.
die young.
All bodies count.
No fat shaming.
Cats come in all
It's a fat
shapes and
shaming
sizes.
free. Unless
No,
it's me.
this podcast is 100% fat shaming. If you're fat, don't listen to this podcast.
Oops, I gotta go then.
You are not allowed to listen to this podcast if you are overweight.
What weight we talking here?
Like cat weight?
Well,
Are you going fat free, or are we talking about the cats again?
No, just like, what weight do you have to be to listen to this podcast?
Below average.
Below average.
Yeah. You got to
You have to be underweight if you want to listen to this podcast.
It's only underweight people. Anyway, Thor is he's healthy, but he's not healthy. He's just a normal cat, but he's fat.
No, oh yeah, okay. But what I'm saying is your cat Loki is a psychopath. Since the day you got him, how long ago was that? I was there the first day you bought him, I feel like. Not bought him, you received him as a birthday gift. That's also another indicator of how white Isaac is. You got a cat for a birthday. A purebred.
Are you shaming my culture?
Abyssinian cat.
Wrong. Bango.
Oops. Thor is Abyssinian.
Yeah, Abyssinian.
Sorry.
Abyssinian. But yeah, well, first thing that's wrong with Loki, you might notice when you walk into the room, you'll notice the smell. The putrid smell that is my cat. Smells like saliva caked in litter.
Because he just is bad, and he's always smells
He
bad.
smells so bad. And then, once you get closer to him, you'll just notice his face. His jaw. This is what the vet told us he witnessed trauma as a kitten. Like in a car crash, you know? That's what they say.
You witnessed trauma. I witnessed trauma when I see your face.
He witnessed trauma and his jaw is, like, crooked.
Because of the trauma?
Yeah, so if you look at him square in the face, like, one side of his lips will be like, up. Like crooked. It's just crooked. His face is crooked.
That's crazy.
And he's ugly. He's an ugly cat. His coat is beautiful,
Yeah.
but he's just an ugly cat.
So it's all about physical looks for you?
Yes, 100%. Also, he's kind of underweight and doesn't eat. And then recently, like this past year, he started peeing on walls. And that's been a big bad boo boo. So we took
Big bad boo boo. My rapper name actually.
Oh god, I just threw up in my mouth. Yeah, so then we took him to the vet, and then they like give him these pills because he low-key has a UTI.
Loki
Loki has a UTI. That's a urinary tract infection for those of you keeping count. And so we have to give him these pills, and so yeah, one person's holding him. This is going back to the 3 able-bodied men. One person's holding him. One person has his hands and feet.
Oh my goodness.
And also his head, I guess. And then one person just takes his hand and holds his head and opens his jaw and just drops the pill in. And God willing,
like a dime in a fountain.
God willing, he
And you hope he swallows it.
It doesn't ever swallow. It just ends up dissolving in his mouth.
That's
Oh,
disgusting. God, animals are scary.
I
How
feel
come you
so
can't-
bad.
how
He
come
hates
you
us
can't-
now. You remember when he used to be like cuddly?
He doesn't.
He does not like us anymore.
Wow.
Like I pick him up and he's
That's
like,
ungrateful
"Meow."
though. You're trying to save him though.
I know, he is ungrateful.
How come he can't put it in his food?
He's smart, bro. He will. Well, first of all, he doesn't eat food. And second of all,
That's true.
if he did eat it, he would find it and spit it out. Also, we put it in his mouth and wait like 10 minutes, no joke. 10 minutes of him going like. Then we let go of his mouth and we drop him on the floor and he's like. And just spits it out like that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, maybe he's trying to kill himself.
Yeah, maybe this cat just
I think
wants
he
to
has
die.
tried to kill himself. He's jumped in a toilet. He jumped off the stairs.
Jumped in a toilet?
Oh yeah.
God, this cat is not meant to be living.
I think he's a devil spawn.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Animals are weird. Ever thought about pets?
Yes. It's actually kind of messed up.
Like what? The idea of like having a pet?
No, the Illumination animated movie, DreamWorks movie Pets, featuring Steve Carell.
Is Steve Carell in that
That's a
movie?
bad joke. I'm gonna find out. Keep talking about pets.
Pets. Yo, speaking of pets, I'm excited for that movie. Race time.
Yeah, race time's gonna be hype. So I watched Incredibles 2 twice. And before Incredibles 2, there is a preview for a movie. And it's a silent.
No, it's not silent. What are you talking about?
Well, there's no dialogue.
There's no dialogue, but it's not silent.
Sorry, our sound guy's making noise.
Uh-oh, guys. Looks like The Secret Life of Pets is now deemed controversial. Controversial movie alert.
They harm pets?
Nope. Louis C.K. is the voice of the Jack
he
Russell
raped
Terrier.
someone, didn't he?
Oh.
Well, he touched them unwantedly.
No, he was just a creepy guy.
No, I think he.
I'm pretty sure he was just like jacking off in front of girls.
That's just not cool.
No.
You heard it here first, guys.
Jacking off in front of girls is a no.
Not cool.
If you're doing that, stop yourself.
Enough.
If you're listening to this podcast and you find yourself doing that, stop.
We want to say that we are an inclusive podcast. We believe in diversity. We believe in
Unless you're overweight.
Yeah, no,
Unless you're
you
overweight.
have to be under
average weight.
A doctor has to say, please eat more for you to be able to listen
We
to
believe
this podcast.
in inclusion. We believe that racism is bad. Sexism is bad. We believe in homophobia is bad. Islamophobia, anti-Semitism is bad. But
Everything.
we will not cater to people who jack off in front of other people.
Yeah, that we had a
Unless it is between two consenting adults.
that was a split. We were very split over that. We had a
Isaac was
debate.
like, I just don't see the problem.
Yeah, but he convinced me, man.
Anyways, let's not talk about Louis C.K. jacking off in front of women.
What were we just talking about? Cats?
Pets.
We talk about pets.
Oh,
Just like,
how it's messed up to like have a pet?
well, like I asked the idea of having like a pet, just like the whole culture around having a pet.
Speaking of pets.
Like, but what was so weird about it?
Well,
Well,
I think it's very much a cultural thing. It's a Western thing for sure.
Yeah, I
right?
feel like people
Yeah,
if
definitely.
like if
That's why you don't see a pet in this house.
yeah, so like if someone from I'm just gonna pick a random continent, Africa.
Oops, controversial.
If a poor person from Mozambique comes in, or even Jamaica, this is a very good example. I know someone from Jamaica, and he finds pets super weird. Like just the idea of pets, like our dog. He saw our dog, and he's like, "What? Like that's a wild animal, you know?"
See,
So for them, it's just like weird.
for them, they're not used to them being in the house. They're used to for them being outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Jamaica, the wild dogs were like in the streets, you know, they're like feral dogs.
Yeah.
So like having like a super weird, like that's weird, you know?
Yeah, because like to him, it's like, yeah, that dog's trying to eat me.
Well, no, I don't think it's so much that. I think it's just like why it's like having a squirrel in your house. We think of squirrels as being kind of dirty and gross
Unless you're Bob Ross.
and outside.
Bob Ross
That's a
is squirrels
chipmunk,
are-
isn't it?
Back to the research.
Anyway, yeah, like I don't know. Think of an outside animal that like
Yeah,
you wouldn't like a
'cause, like-
pigeon. Like a pigeon is kind of gross.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Imagine
want that
you'd
in your
find
house.
someone with a pigeon with a collar in someone's house just walking around. Like that'd be weird.
That is really weird.
Oh, I just had a burp. Guys, I'm really thirsty.
It is a squirrel.
It is
His
a
name is
squirrel.
Peapod the Pocket Squirrel.
Oh, that's why he's like, this is my little squirrel.
No single. This is from mentalfloss.com called 10 members Bob Ross happy 10 members of Bob Ross's happy little menagerie.
He was a Vietnam vet, eh?
No single animal got more airtime on the joy of painting than Peapod, a little tiny squirrel.
Are we getting a copyright flag for this?
Yeah, Vietnam's gonna copyright strike us.
Yo, Nam was crazy.
Anyway, speaking of pets, do you guys believe in the two-state solution?
I think there is a solution.
Anyway, let's move on.
But will it be reached? That's the question.
So
much hate.
let's move on from that. My dad probably listened to this. Hi, Dad. No comment.
Hello.
So yeah, that's what's going on in my life right now. I'm really worried about failing my driver's test.
I think you should practice parallel parking and practice what's on the
Yeah,
test before
I will
the test.
do that. Okay.
You have less than 24 hours.
Shit.
It's at 1 a.m. too. Gonna have to keep your eyes open for that one.
I have to be there at
12, basically.
12:25.
Is it at the one on that road over there?
No, it's at the one all the way out.
All the way
Which
out.
sucks because the one that I would normally go to, I know those roads because I drive those roads. Those roads are my roads. I own those streets.
That's my turf, bro.
Exactly. But this one, I've never been to this place.
That's scary. I think you should be scared. I think you should
God,
drive.
you were supposed to be a friend who's encouraging
Well,
me.
I was like at the
just
beginning of this
realized-
podcast, I was down with it. I was like, "You got this." But then when you said it's tomorrow, I didn't practice. I'm driving in a neighborhood I don't know about. Those three reasons give me reasons to be worried for you. I'm worried for you, Zach.
Fuck you, Isaac. Fuck.
I'm worried for you. I think you should seek help
For the driver test or in general?
for your mental,
Thanks,
your
man.
mental health.
So back to last episode where you said I was blatantly lying about my mental health.
God, I have no memory of that.
I don't have any memory of that either.
I'm stretching my legs.
We're gonna cut this whole part out. Don't worry.
No, don't worry. I'm editing this one. So, guys, how's it feel that we're well underway into summer?
Oh my God, it
It's only
feels
been
so
a week.
good.
Summer.
sometimes at night, when I'm alone in my room at night and the lights are off and the moon is high in the sky, I think to
When
myself,
the moon's high in the sky and I'm alone with my lights off, that's amore.
what?
You guys don't know that song?
No.
Yeah, I know that song. but-
Okay, thank you.
God, I'm uncultured.
Okay,
When the
continue.
moon hits
When
your
I'm alone at night, I think to myself, man, I don't have any homework. I don't have any responsibilities. I could die
Wrong.
tomorrow and no one would know.
Wrong. No, you're incorrect.
And I don't know. It's just good to have no. Except I work. That's my one responsibility.
So yeah, I want to talk about work right now.
Is that your work talk?
Work is really frustrating me.
Aren't you trying to get a new job?
I've been trying to get a new job.
You went to an interview
Yes.
and they didn't call you back.
Well, not yet. They haven't called me back.
You should
But
call them.
that's what my friend told me to.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you should call them too.
I am. I'm just gonna say, hey,
Did I get the job?
hey, I need a job. But I find work to be very frustrating right now, because it seems that this is called being an adult, but no one's schedules line up anymore, and I miss the blissful days. Whereas as simple as, hey, who's not busy right now? Me? Cool, let's do something. I miss those days. Plenty. Because now it's like, let's hang out and I'm the only one working. Or let's hang out and everyone else is working and I'm not working. And then by the time I come home from work, I'm tired. I just want to sleep.
Your shifts are brutal.
They are brutal.
I will give you that one admission.
1 point.
Your shifts are brutal. They're like from 9 a.m. No, that's wrong. They're like from 4 to 10.
Yeah,
That's brutal, man.
It's because it's short. It's a short shift, but it's... anyway.
Well, 6 hours.
6 hours. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
but that's a short shift. There are people who work 8 hours every day.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah,
a
9
full-time
hours,
job.
10 hours
That's a
every day.
full-time 10 hours every day. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, many people work 10 hour shifts.
That's crazy, man.
We get overtime pay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky to have a job. Some people don't have a job.
Yeah.
Nabil's homeless, doesn't have a job.
Yeah, we're actually
Maybe I'll
recording this
quit.
episode in a box.
Yeah, the rats are everywhere.
We're on a street right now. If you guys hear cars going back, that's why.
Why is there a train on the street?
But
Yeah, Nabil's finances are hurting. We all
I don't
as
think
friends,
so.
as friends, we've all seen the consequences of him quitting his job. He's
What's
grown a
the
beard.
consequences?
He's
Yeah.
I don't count that as a
he's
beard.
carrying around a bottle in a paper bag.
He has a
paper
he has a
bag.
burlap sack attached to the end of a stick, and he's carrying it over his shoulders like
Yeah.
a cartoon homeless man.
And he just asks for like loonies and toonies every now and then. He's like, "Do you guys have any money on you?"
You guys have any loonies or toonies on you?
No, I only accept Bitcoin.
Wow, young Silicon Valley
Wow.
entrepreneur.
That's how you do it now. Instead of like asking for coins, you're like, hey, can you scan this code, please?
Here's my Bit wallet. You wanna transfer?
Speaking of asking for
Nabil?
coins,
Hold on.
Hold
Isaac.
on.
I want you to check your Bitcoin balance right now.
It's terrible. It's probably even lower than.
I
it
wanna
was
see.
before.
you got $12 worth.
Back
right?
in the Bitcoin boom, Nabil
Yeah.
was gifted $10 worth of Bitcoin, and I want to learn right now.
Was it 10 or 12?
It was 10.
It's 10 USD.
It was 10 USD at the time, so
it's
we'll find out
12,
right now.
Like,
So for those listening, $10 equates to roughly 3.9 million Canadian dollars.
Yeah, I'm checking that
we're
right now.
actually
I checked so.
switching to rupees now because of how.
Do you guys care about Zimbabwe? Nope, that's not true. Zimbabwe is known for having bad currency, but I'm thinking of Venezuela. Do you guys hear what's happening in Venezuela right now?
The dictatorship.
They're having like a big inflation crisis where they're just like, yep, $1 is Venezuelan
Zimbabwe
dollar.
buck.
They just switched to Zimbabwe money.
One
That's how you know
Zimba-
your inflation's getting bad when the government's like, we're using Zimbabwe.
When people talk about inflation, I always like to bring up that quote: "If money grew on trees, it'd be as valuable as leaves."
Wow.
Mm.
That
Let that-
rhymes
let
and
that-
it's true.
Let that sink in.
All right,
Hey, what are you doing over there, buddy? That's hype. He's looking at wallpapers.
I found out how much.
How
it's
much?
worth.
It was once $10. It's now.
$3.40.
Oh,
Damn.
that's brutal.
That sucks.
Bitcoin price is at $6,515.
I remember when I was at like 23,000.
Yeah. it's at
So a lot of people
23,000.
are buying right now because what happens every time there's a Bitcoin boom is it always seems that the public forgets about it and then all of a sudden it booms. So I'm thinking I might.
I don't
buy.
think it's gonna boom.
You were gonna buy it yourself?
Damn, you have Bitcoin too, man. Fahim's a.
Wow, he gifted you more Bitcoin.
I don't.
Sad. How's yours worth for?
How's yours
Oh,
worth-
is yours CAD? Yours must be CAD then, right?
iPhone X flexing over here.
Bitcoin.
I don't think it's gonna go as high as it did though.
I think it'll go
It
over
went-
time. It's not gonna go.
No
it's not
way,
gonna-
buddy.
No, I think. it
No
will.
way. That was an astronomical
no.
one-time shebang.
No, it can reach that height again, but it's just gonna be like it's gonna take a very, very long time. I think we're gonna be very old by the time it.
There's been plenty of Bitcoin booms, and every single one gets higher than the next. So I don't doubt it for a second.
It's like a staircase.
Yeah.
You may fall down, but you're gonna go back up.
God, Nabil.
That's
like
motivation.
Aristotle.
More like Plato.
We're just gonna start naming Greek philosophers now. I make one funny joke, and you feel the need to piggyback on my joke.
Socrates.
We gotta stop this right now.
Homer.
He was a writer. Zach, check your facts, please.
So guys, I am an 18-year-old man, boy, some would say, and I am going to Disney World this summer, and I am ecstatic.
I'm ecstatic for you, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Toy Story Land.
I'm excited to go see Toy Story Land.
Take pictures.
I will. For those of you
Please
who know me,
take pictures.
Toy Story 3 is the only movie to ever make me cry. And every time I watch Toy Story 3, I cry. That's a true fact.
Was Toy Story 3 the one with the pink bear?
Bear? Lotso hugging bear? Sure is.
Where he...
I guarantee you if I watch the ending scene of Toy Story 3 right now, I will cry. Or at the very least, tear up.
I didn't know you were a pussy.
Oops, it's called having sentiments and feelings.
I wouldn't know it because I'm a robot.
Isaac, it's artistic. Woody says goodbye to Andy for the last time. And he says, "So long, partner." And the camera pans up to the sky,
And
the sky. You Got a Friend in Me on the slow piano starts playing, and then the clouds in the sky transform into Andy's wallpaper from the first movie. It's beautiful.
I think you just made me cry.
Good. It's a piece of art.
What about Toy Story 4? What's your opinion on that?
Now here's the deal.
Oops, he's on his phone.
I like Pixar and I trust Pixar,
I love Pixar, man.
but so far with their unnecessary sequels, they're 0 for 3 for me.
Are they making a new Toy Story movie? Or is that not true?
Did you not just say Toy Story 4?
You have no idea.
So
what just happened.
Pixar released Monsters. Hold on, listen.
Wait, when
to
did
me.
Toy?
Listen to
is
me.
Toy Story
listen
4
to
coming
me,
out, or
listen
has it
to
come
me,
out?
Listen to me. Toy Story 4 is planned to release.
Oh, I thought it already came out. That's
no. So they released Monsters University. They released Finding Dory. They released The Incredibles 2. And controversial statement: while I enjoyed all these movies,
they weren't as good as.
they are not great movies.
Yeah, they're good. They're great. They're good. Not great.
Why'd you say great?
Because you know what's
God, your son.
He's at a loss for words.
I'm at a loss for.
I wish you guys could visualize.
Picture a tomato.
I'm gonna currently Google the color hex code for what he's doing, and I'm gonna read it out loud for you, so you can actually see it yourself.
Yeah, just plug it into Google and you'll see it.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of Pixar movies, let's go around the table and let's say our favorite Pixar movies.
Easy.
My favorite Pixar movie is WALL-E.
Wall-E.
I think that movie is a goddamn masterpiece, and it makes
All right,
me cry.
Isaac Skin is currently pound C70039. That is the current color of his skin.
For those color analysts out there, go look that up at your local
That's
university.
a 10 out of 10 on the international color spectrum.
What do you mean by
I
that?
just made that up right now. Favorite Pixar movie? I'm gonna currently Google Pixar movies.
WALL-E. I loved WALL-E, bro, and I still love WALL-E.
I think Finding Nemo.
That's such a good
There
one,
is
too.
something
That's
to be
so
said
good.
about the music from Finding Nemo. The music from Finding Nemo is so special. Have you watched Finding Nemo recently?
No.
The music is incredible. It feels like you're in the ocean. I don't know how. It's not like surf rock, which does not feel like oh, it's just wet with reverb. But no, like there's something about that music that's just so good.
I just love the beginning part.
He touched the butt, man.
Yeah, touch the butt.
Touch the butt.
That's funny. So I'm gonna say something controversial. I really like the movie A Bug's Life.
Oh my god, I like the movie The Bug's Life too.
Yo, we were just talking about that the other day. Remember?
I haven't watched that in a while, but as a kid, that was my favorite movie.
I love that movie. I thought it was funny. The animation is terrifying to watch right now.
Yeah,
It's really scary.
It's like at the beginning of
It's really
3D
creepy.
animation.
Another good Monsters Inc. is probably still one of my favorites.
Oh
of all
yeah,
time.
Monsters Inc., bro.
Finding Nemo, The Incredibles is my dad's favorite movie.
Can you really pick a favorite? Pixar
No,
movie?
it's really hard. I could pick a least favorite quite easily.
I pick WALL-E by far.
My
Is it
least
least
favorite movie.
favorite?
Are you ready for this?
What's your least
Don't
It's
say
favorite?
Good
WALL-E.
Dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Remember that movie?
I didn't finish that movie.
I didn't watch that movie because it was so bad just from the trailer.
I don't.
I watched halfway and I was like, oh, this is for 8-year-olds.
Yeah, but the thing with Pixar movies is they're normally for everyone, and this one was not for everyone.
Yeah. Did your dad like really like Incredibles 2? Like,
My dad enjoyed Incredibles 2. My dad is a nearing 50-year-old man.
oh, that's sad.
Why is that sad?
Just life is coming to an end.
No, he's very healthy.
No, I'm saying in general, like life is it's a ticking
Your dad's
clock.
older than my dad
I
by
know.
quite a few years,
I know.
so you better watch out.
I'm saying it's sad that we're aging, all of us.
Anyway, we'll get on the topic of
Pixar.
aging in a second.
Let's keep on
But
Pixar.
as a almost 50-year-old man, he non-ironically his favorite movie is The Incredibles,
Yeah, I know. I don't blame him.
and I think he enjoyed The Incredibles too.
I'm curious to know, now that we've all seen it and I've seen it twice, what are your opinion
I thought
on
it was okay.
Incredibles 2?
It was okay.
I enjoyed it.
All right, moving on.
All right, guys. So
That's it.
That's our movie review segment. Okay, so Incredibles 2. It was not as good as the first one,
Well, I think it's
but
impossible.
damn is Elastigirl thick.
I thought she was thick, eh? When I was a kid and I watched The Incredibles, I was like, God damn, this woman has birthing hips.
Man, she would make a fine. No. Not good.
Anyway, yeah. So
Man, she has fine birthing hips. How old were you when you watched that? 4? We were 4 when it came out.
in 2004.
Yeah.
So yeah, it must have been 4.
And your 4-year-old mind went immediately to, she's a healthy woman with wide
Really?
birthing hips, and her children will be.
God,
an
her
offspring-
reproductive strength is large.
Her offspring will be healthy. Okay, yeah. So I thought it was not as good as the first one, but
doubt in my
I think
mind.
it was still a good movie, and I enjoyed it both times I went to go see it. That's my opinion.
I enjoyed it too. I barely remember the first one, so I can't really compare.
That's a
it.
shame in itself.
Yeah, I didn't even remember the ending.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a
yeah,
fun
it was
movie.
a fun movie.
It was a fun movie. What would you rate it out of 10 stars?
6 out of 10.
6 out
Really?
of 10, really?
Yeah, 6 out of 10 is not a bad score by any
That's-
means.
Sounds like that's 60%.
You have to stop thinking about it as 60%. The
Yeah.
academic system that we have, 60% is a good mark, objectively, but in the academic system, 60% is a
But think
terrible
about
mark.
it. You got
Well,
40%.
there's
of
only
it.
one movie in my lifetime that I've ever given a 10 out of 10 to. So a 10 out of 10 is like
What's movie?
Call Me By Your Name, 2017. Best movie I've ever seen. Changed my life.
Call Me By Your Name.
Best movie I've ever seen. You have not seen Call Me By Your Name? You wouldn't like it.
Who's in it?
Timothy Chalamet and Armie Hammer.
Never heard of him.
It's the best movie I've ever seen. It's about a young American Jew living in Italy when another American Jew comes to live with them and they fall in love.
Wow. What's
It's a
it
beautiful
called?
story.
What's it called?
Call Me By Your Name. It's the best movie I've ever watched. It changed my life.
How did it change?
I don't know how to describe how it changed my life. There's something
just
about
did.
the town they lived in, the small little Italian town. The music from that movie is incredible. The visuals, the acting, it's just such an amazing movie. Like I watched that movie like 6. When did that movie come out? Call Me By Your Name.
Did you say 2017?
Yeah, it came out in October. So it's been what? Like November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's been nearly 9 months. I'll give 8 months since I watched it. And I think about it almost every single day. It's such an amazing movie.
Damn.
Wow.
But it's very gay. So I don't know if you guys would like it.
They're gay?
Oh, they're gay.
I can't watch that. That goes against my morals.
There are some parts of that movie that were hard to watch a little bit strange, because he is like a 25-year-old man and he's an 18-year-old boy.
I mean, they're both consenting adults.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit weird. It's a little bit of a weird movie, but it's a beautiful movie. The soundtrack from that movie is beautiful. Anyway, that's the only movie I've ever given a 10 out of 10. So instantly we've gone from a 10 scale system to a 9 scale system. There are quite a few movies I've given 9s, but that's like an amazing movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Which brings us down to 8 out of 10.
Okay, so let's go back to the academic thing. A 90% is not really an amazing
No,
student.
that means for me, like when I'm talking about movies, like I think a good movie is like 7 out of 10. That's good.
Yeah. That's kind of skewed, though. Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Because that means, like, there's 10 whole categories. And you're saying that up until 7, it's not a good movie. It should be up until 5. It should be 5 is the middle, and if you're above 5, then it's good. If it's below 5, then it's bad.
But you also got to think about ironic listening and ironic watching. Like the movie The Room.
It's a bad movie.
It's a horrible movie,
yeah.
but it's a fantastic movie. Like, I'd give that an 8 out of 10. Because it's so bad that it's so fun. Meanwhile, a movie like Cars 2 is not enjoyable. There's nothing I can enjoy from that movie.
Aren't they planes in that movie?
No, that's Disney's planes where they're planes.
God. They really did that, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for boats.
Oh, God. So I would give Incredibles 2. You give it a 6?
I give it a 6 out of 10.
I think it was just barely a 7. I think it's a 7.
Okay.
I give it a solid 7. Like, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Tune in next week where we review Thor Ragnarok. That's a funny movie.
Thor Ragnarok. Ayo.
Stop. We need this to be advertiser friendly.
Don't worry, we'll just start a new podcast and
I'm gonna censor every single cuss.
that whole part. I just went on a swearing rant, and he just muted me.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Well, I'll do it again.
I think that's all that we can say for today. I feel tired.
Yeah.
I have to go study for a driver's
Yeah,
test.
I think
He
you should.
has to go practice his parallel parking.
I have to go
his
kill my cat.
everything.
Are you
I
guys
guess
putting
that
him down
too.
yourself?
No, that's horrible.
With a knife?
No, oh my god.
Not like, never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
No.
'cause doxing. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
I know what
Right?
you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Oh my
about.
god, I know what you're talking about. That I forgot that happened. Wow, that's really sad.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up right now. Thank you for listening to Oops, We Started a Podcast, the first episode, hopefully not a pilot. And we hope to see you again sometime. Please comment on whatever platform we're posting on.
Rate us on iTunes.
Like
Rate
us.
Like us on YouTube. Subscribe
and
on YouTube.
Feel free to just comment some topics, because obviously we went, we just had to choose some topics off the top of our head. But, if there's anything you want us to talk about, please comment it.
My name is Zach. You can follow me on Instagram at
God
Zach.Shapiro.
damn it.
I'll do the same thing. My name is Nabil Worsley at Nabwars.
My name is Isaac Rudnicki. You guys can follow me at Isaac.Rudnicki on
I thought
Instagram.
you said you didn't want anyone to
Yeah,
follow
what
you on
happened to
Instagram.
this?
Well, these 40 minutes have been very changed my life.
And
my
now you want your ego stroked.
my ego is ready to be stroked.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Enjoy your life. And, smile.
It's over.
And that's it.